Tara from the Karina Bunch. I'm here to talk to you today about homeschool planners. I'm going to specifically show you my homeschool planner, and I'm going to flip through it and so that you can see this planner, and maybe you might want to purchase it, or you're looking into purchasing one and you just don't know which one to get. I love my planner. I think it's wonderful to have. I think planners are a great thing to have in a family that homeschools, because we have to keep track of so many things that our children are doing. I know regular mamas with their kids going to school, they also need to keep track. So you could also kind of make this book easy for you to use as well if your children also go to public schools. I think that planners are a way for us to be able to write down everything that's going on so that we don't lose track of things. For me, I am very good at forgetting appointments. I blame it, I guess, on mama brain. I used to be able to blame it on pregnancy brain, but I can't do that anymore. But I am breastfeeding, so maybe that counts. Yeah, anyways. So, I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about planners, and then I'm going to show you my planner. I just want you to know that us as mamas, we need to be realistic. You know, things are not always going to go the way we want them to go. You know, sometimes things happen. Life happens. For instance, for me, it was my daughter being born early, and her being in a NICU for so long. It kind of put things off for us for a little bit. So I had to go in, you know, change things up in my planner. You know, things couldn't stay the same. I had to make sure that my children were still educated, but their education was a bit different. You know, we wasn't consistently workbooks and those kinds of things all day. I did make sure that my Savannah was reading and those kinds of things, but we weren't getting in, you know, everything that we needed to. So after Hazel came home, I was able to switch things and push things in so that I could make up for the days that we lost. Because I was at the NICU for about 5 to 6 hours a day, and then driving back and forth, it ended up being more like a full day job, because I was out probably about 8 hours a day at least. So it is important to be flexible. Us mamas, the flexibility is the biggest thing, isn't it? And so also, it's great for us to set goals for ourselves. You know, this may sound simple, and it is. If we set goals, we have a tendency to try to work and push ourselves towards those goals. Like, I'll just use my YouTube channel for an example. You know, my goal is to be able to make this YouTube channel something that other mothers can use. Maybe take my ideas and use them in their own families. Or, you know, also a bit of a memory vault for my own children to look back. You know, one day mama's not going to be here, so maybe they can look back at these videos and see mom and see themselves as little kids and what they did. My goal also is to make sure that we do at least 5 weeks of school in a row. We're kind of doing like 5 weeks, 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So I write all that down in my planner so that I make goals for myself. Use pencils in your planner. You know, I'm not good at that. I like to put markers and stickers and all kinds of fun things in my planner. I like to decorate it, and you'll see that in a few minutes. But if you use pencils, you know, it's changeable. You can move an assignment over, or you can maybe take a day off if you're one of your kids is having a bad day, or somebody wakes up and they're sick. You know, we have that option as a homeschool family, because, you know, we don't have to get everything done in one day. We can say, well, let's do that tomorrow. Or, you know what, we have Saturday. There's not a whole lot going on Saturday. Maybe we can get some schoolwork done on Saturday. Or for us, we don't do schoolwork on Sunday, because Sundays is our church day. We go to church. It's a day when my husband is usually home. He's been working a lot lately. So Sundays tend to be more of a family time. Don't plan too far ahead. You know, a week, 2 weeks at most. Because like I said, life happens, things happen. We have to be able to work around our children and what is going on. You know, not like I stated, not all of them are going to be feeling good all the time, and so we have to work on that. Have a backup plan. Habits are easily broken, most often because of an interruption or a distraction. With kids, you triple your chances of having a routine broken. Things happen, like I stated. Accountability. Keep yourself accountable. If you want to do this planner, keep yourself accountable. If you fall off the horse, get back on. Don't think that if you mess yourself up, you cannot go back and start again. You know, planners are very flexible as well, you know. I know sometimes doctor's appointments and those kinds of things are not flexible, but a lot of things are. Reward yourself. Decide what successful planning is for you. Then plan on a reward when you master it. So it is the standard 21 days to a new habit. So getting into the habit of planning. If you do the planning for a certain amount of days, like they say 21 days, it takes to pick up a new habit. If you've done the planning for 21 days, then you're liable to be planning all the time or put it into your schedule. You know, for me, I also got off the planning wagon, and I'm working on getting myself back into it. I have to be able to keep track of things because I was missing appointments, I was waking up late, I was forgetting that I had something to do the next day. And therefore, I have doctor's offices calling me, telling me, you know, you've missed an appointment, your child has missed an appointment. And so if I write it down, I have a tendency not to forget it. I do not like to miss appointments. I don't like to be late, those kinds of things. So if I write it down, write down the times that I need to be there, set it in my cell phone so that my cell phone will wake me up, I will do better. So this planner is not just a planner for homeschooling, but it's also, like I stated earlier, one that you can use in your home. You can write out your dates. You know, you could actually change out the subjects into something different, like home management, chore charts. If you're an actual teacher in a school, you could use this as a planner for your students. There's a monthly calendar. There's articles in this book that help you with different things that mothers struggle with. Bible verses, which is essential for me. I need God for everything, and God is what gives me the patience to actually get through a school day with my kids. You know, it is challenging to be a mother of 6 children, and 3 of them are younger than 4 years old. So I have to work on, you know, getting the 11-year-old's schoolwork done, making sure that my oldest is getting her schoolwork done, but also making sure that my 3 youngest are getting the attention that they need, and making sure that they're not getting into things because they are toddlers. They like to get into stuff and play with stuff that they shouldn't. So I'm going to show you my planner. I'm going to go through it. I think I've rambled on long enough about planners. If you got questions, you can ask me. You can send me an email. I'm going to put some pictures of my planner on Instagram. You can see me on Instagram. Please, you can ask questions on Instagram as well. Here is my planner. Okay guys, so this is my planner. It's called the Well Planned Day for 2019-2020. And you can see how beautiful and pretty it is. You see the flowers and the birds. I really like the design that she did this year for this one. Also, you can see the spiral binding, and the spiral binding usually holds up pretty well. I usually use this book every year. Guys, this is just a flip through, and just to show you guys my review of it. This is not by any means a professional review or anything like that. This is just from a mama like the rest of you guys that and I just wanted to show you guys this book. So when you open the inside, you have, it says this book belongs to, and then you can write your name, your address, your telephone number, your cell phone number. This is the person that has created this book. It's called Rebecca from Well Planned Gal, and she's really great. You guys can see there's a list of different articles that are written in here. They've got Organized for School, Rhythm of Routine, Dealing with Interruptions, which it's September right now, and so dealing with interruptions is a big thing in my family because I'm dealing with 2 toddlers and an infant, and it's something that we have to deal with every day. So it is a great article to talk about for myself and for me to read. So there's an overview of those 2 pages. And then you turn the page and you have a big article talks about the habit of planning. I talked a little bit about the habit of planning for myself and what it means to me. This talks about all the different things that you could use this book for, including for home and for school. All right, and then you go to the next page. And these are 2 pages of just a sample of what this book has in it. It shows you how you can use these pages. You see that you have on this side is a list of subjects, and then you have the days of the week. And then it shows you how you can work this out for 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, or 4 children. And for instance, they have the initial of the children's names that they use. You also here have at the top what to do this week, and then they just give you a sample of things to do this week. But of course, you would fill it out for whatever you need it to be for. And then the dinner menu, and then self-care. You know, it's important to take care of ourselves, mamas, because if we don't take care of ourselves, our children are not going to get taken care of properly. And then you've got Saturday and Sunday and things that you do on Saturday and Sunday. You can put that on here. I use mine a little differently, and I'll show you that later. All right, and then you have this page that tells you about educational goals. We know that it's important for not just us to make goals, but also for our children to make goals. So it talks about how there's a page in this book for you to use for your children to make goals as well. Weekly assignments, what you're going to do that week. You have attendance and progress reports, which is something that I don't really use a lot of. You also have holiday organization. It tells you what dates the holidays are this year, and it says it helps you like plan out everything and to be organized for the holidays. Alright guys, so you can see on here you have family memories. You can put a picture here of the children that you're homeschooling, and then you come down here and you can circle their ages. For me, I have a 5-month-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, 2 11-year-olds, and a 19-year-old. And of course I'm not homeschooling the little ones, but we are going to get ready to start some preschool with a 3-year-old, and then we have the 11-year-old twins, and then my oldest, she's finishing up her high school. And then here's just some things that you guys can do together, like your favorite book to read, the most requested restaurant to eat at, and so on. So that's just a page for you to share about some of your favorite things. And then you change the page and you have a year and a glance. For me, I'm getting ready to go through and circle the days that we're going to do school, and then mark off the days that we're not going to do school. And then you go down here and you have important dates. Yeah, you know, like Christmas and Thanksgiving and those kinds of really great dates that are coming up. And then you can write down dates that are specific for your family. And then over here, this doesn't really pertain to us. However, if you're in a co-op, you can write down your contact information and the email or the phone number for the co-op that you're a part of, as well as if you use like tutors or anything like that. So you have that. And then you go over here and you can write down emergency information. This is a great thing to have, especially if you have older kids. You know, they can learn to open this up if there's an emergency and see the information that they need. Like for instance, if they, you know, needed to dial 911. And then down here, this is like web addresses and stuff for things that you're using. Like for us, I'm going to write in reading eggs. That's one of the big things that we use. ABC mouse, things like that. Alright, and then you change the page. And we got daily cleaning schedule, which we do this on a chart on the wall. I will show you guys that. Special projects that you're doing. On this page, these are like perforated pages. They can come out, and it's where you can get your students. Let me turn this around here. Their daily chores. You know, you write down their chores, and then they mark it off as they go throughout the week. But like I said, we don't use this. We use something that we hang on the wall. Okay, on here you have the class plan. So for instance, the child's name, their grade, you know, what they're doing, what specifically each child is doing for the homeschool year. So then you get into, you know, a normal calendar. You have July. I did not get this until September, so therefore you're not going to see anything for July. Okay, so we have skipped to September. You know, I stated that I did not buy this until a couple weeks ago. I was a little late on the train this year. I am also working myself on trying to get myself back into planning. So you can see that this is all the dates that we have going on right now. This is this week. This is some things that I need to do for myself. Alright, and then we're going to turn. Alright, and so this is this week. So you can see, you know, I have everything written out for the week. You can see I kind of write more than with just pencil. I write with markers and pens, and I put stickers on here. But like I stated, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then different subjects. So you have Bible, math, history, science, English, and then I add in reading, and then we're also working on geography in our family, so I wrote that in as well. So yes, that's that page. Alright, so I've skipped to the back. You know, throughout the rest of the book is just different calendars, and same exact thing that I showed you with the subjects and the planner itself. And then this is you can make a shopping list and then write in what you need. So you can see here, and this also is able to be torn out so that you can take it to the store with you. And then here's a place for you to list the books that you're reading with your kids. For instance, we're reading the Boxcar Children, so I'm going to write in the Boxcar Children once we finish it. And then we go down here, and I have read alouds, which probably that's where Boxcar Children should go, is right down here. And then over here we have fun learning. So this would be field trips. So we're going to DC this week, so I would write down DC. And then the date that we go and what we're going to do. I think we're just going to go walk around the monuments, look at Lincoln and those kinds of things. So that is where that will go. And so on this one, you can see semester success. You have the different semesters. You got students, the student, and what they've done to accomplish this semester. And then you have an attendance record, which we're not really good at keeping track with. We don't really use this section. I just circle in what day we have done school. Okay guys, so you see that planning is a great tool to have in a family. It doesn't matter if you have one child in your family or 20 children in your family. You know, planning is important, and it's a great way for us to be able to know what's going on. If you would like to purchase this book, it will be linked below in the comments section, and we'll see you later. Thanks.
Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.